I'm not gonna lie, I can't really remember the last transfer special I did where I didn't know what was going to happen because I actually know what's going to happen in this episode. We're not going to get sacked, and we're actually going to have a full transfer special for you, so that's good. Hello and welcome to Club 7 Part 5 of the English Journeyman, and in today's episode we are actually going to be doing a bit of transfer business. It feels weird to be sat in this position because the past previous clubs I've usually been sacked by this point because we've been rubbish, I guess, but not this time. We finally made it through to the end of the season with our job intact, so that's a bonus. And hit the subscribe button as well because of that. Because of me staying in the Premier League. Yes, come on. I'm still buzzing over it. I still can't believe we avoided relegation. After all the previous years. I can't believe it. Right, let's take a look at some of our new arrivals that we brought in. So we brought in Cordier. He was okay. I'm sure he might get better this year. We might get in another goalkeeper over the top of him. I don't know. Longretti, I'm sorry. Might loan him out because, let's be honest, he wasn't that good. He was only backup. Then Robert De Silva, he was fantastic. He only played 11 games, or started 11, I should say. But he's 27 years old. £4 million. If we do happen to sell it this year, we probably won't. I reckon we can make a slight profit. Bram Bierman, he's literally recently come back from injury, so I reckon he'll be absolutely amazing this year. Who else did we bring in? Obviously, Axon. He was okay. He's not the best. Ben Stewart, he's fine. He's fine. I'm sure that all the signings will get better this year. Foucher, yeah, he's definitely not coming back. We're gonna get in another right back. De Belder, he's a bit. Well, I don't really know what side he is. I think he is a right back. But it could be. I don't know. I think he is a right back, so I think that's where we're gonna play him this year. Considering Foucher is leaving, so yeah, we'll probably move De Belder out to right back potentially. Then Steinton didn't really play much, but hopefully he does play a bit more games next year. But he wasn't that good when he did come in. I don't know. Might sell him, we might not. Our board expectation was to remain in the Premier League. We just about did that, even if it did come down to the final game of the season and Nottingham Forest bottling a 2-0 lead against Man City. We just about stayed in there, thankfully. We could have gone down. João Pedro, top goal scorer with 11 goals. That's got to improve for next year if we want to hopefully try and finish mid-table. Maybe we clinch a European spot. I don't know what's going to happen. Annual revenue, that's very good. Broadcast revenue has gone down slightly. So much competition prize money. Mind you, I was only in charge of the FA Cup, so I don't really know what happened in the Carabao Cup. But hopefully we can try and plan for some big runs in those two competitions. Maybe try and get to the latter stages of both. So our best 11 this year was Healy Byrne. I never played him. Well, maybe once or twice. Then Friant, Mourinho, Jimenez, Delgado, Diouf, Kosowski, Stewart, Sullivan. He's not even at the club anymore. Betancourt and João Pedro. So it must have been post. No, it can't have been post. Yeah, post transfer window. Or during the transfer window, because Quinn Sullivan says he's at Milan now. How's he got on? Not bad. 7.00 rating. So, club awards. Fans player went to Andy Diouf. Young player went to Jimenez. That's pretty much it. Nothing else too notable. Yeah, it feels weird. 13 years ago, we started off at Oldham in a plan to take them all the way to the Premier League, but that plan backfired after about 5 months after they sacked me. Yeah, it seems surreal that we started off at Oldham. 13 years later, we're at Club 7 and at Leeds. Jed Spence, did he play for us? Okay. Might scout him, he might be a good player for us. He might have some good potential. Or good, he's 34 years old, he's probably too old for me. Right, so see what they want us to do next year. Sign players under the age of 20. See, I like doing that. Do not sign players. So yeah, they basically want us to sign under the age of 30 players. That's all good. That's fine. Then work within the wage budget, that's fine. Sign players to sell for profit. In other words, sign youngsters basically. Grow the club's reputation. Whatever that means, I don't know. Yeah, that's all good. I'm going to confirm all that. Our contract does expire at the end of this year, so hopefully we can try and earn a new contract. Previous clubs have been unsuccessful at trying to get another contract, but hopefully we can do it this year. I think mid-table, yep, that's reasonable. I was going to go Europe, but I don't think the players would have been too happy about that. I think I smashed that team meeting. I do want to try and sell Healy-Bug because he's not that good. He really isn't good. Why did they? I don't even understand why they bought him. Can you just go? Right, let's clear the entire team selection because we don't really need to know that. Right, who is wanted? Just so I have a sort of an idea. Obviously, Gongora, we definitely want to get rid of him. Is he out of contract? He's not. He's not given a 4-year contract. I don't know why they signed him because he's absolute dross. So Guerrero, is he out of contract? He's not. We're going to have to try and sell him. Then who else did I not have in the squad? David Morgan. These three are the top ones to go, which I'm going to transfer this to them now, just in case we get any offers. Oh no, not Delgado. That could have been a bit costly. Right, we'll transfer this to those three just in case we get any offers. Who else is wanted? So Gary Fryer is wanted by Newcastle. I mean, if they offer 50 million for him, they can have him. Who else? Diambu is wanted by Middlesbrough and Stoke. I mean, he's 32, so I wouldn't mind selling him. Obviously, Diouf has got bids in for him from Middlesbrough and Arsenal. Ward Walker. I do what? I will sell him because he wasn't even that good. None of our strikers were actually that good. So that being said, I think I am going to come back on the first day of the transfer window where hopefully I might have actually sold a couple players, or I don't think I would have signed the players, but you never know. As you can see, it's the first day of the transfer window. We haven't signed anyone as of yet, but we are in the process of currently selling a few players. Most of them are youngsters, but let's take a look and see who we have been linked with. So we've been linked with Jefferson. He's a 23-year-old centre-back. I mean, we'll scout him. Scout him for a week, so see how good he is. Omar McRae. He is actually a left-footed left-back, so he might not be a bad signing. So one's by Crystal Palace. We'll scout him, but he's only a championship player. Then this guy, he's 28, but we'll scout him. He's a bit too old for me, but we'll scout him, see how good he is. But Sheffield Wednesday have signed Jesus Eduardo Minota for just a fee of 5.5 million. He was out on loan last year, so didn't really get to see him play, but we've actually made quite a decent profit on him off what is quite a poor signing from Leeds. Then Gongora can certainly go out on loan. I presume this is a loan turning into permanent, possibly, I think. It certainly looks like it. But we've got one more person leaving the club, which will be confirmed tomorrow. That is Andy Diouf. He will be joining Ajaxio, or Ajaxio. Don't know how to say it. This guy looks good. Brian Sanchez, Wonder Kid. I don't know what position you are, though. I think you're a right winger, but you could be a striker. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird player. Could play defensive mid. I mean, he did want to leave. He did come to me a couple of weeks ago or months ago saying he wanted to leave as he was unhappy in this country. I mean, he's been in this country for 10 plus years. I guess he wanted to go back to France. I don't blame him. He's left for 25 minutes. So that's not too bad. We've got some more offers with Gongora. He can certainly go out on loan. Apart from that, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we've got any other people leaving. Oh yeah, Gregory Barra is joining Real Betis for 11.25 million. We have had offers for Delgado from Monaco, Montpellier, who else? Atalanta and Crystal Palace, so he could be on his way. Diambu could be on his way to Hertha, Sheffield United and Middlesbrough, or one of those clubs. Then I don't know who else we've got had offers in for. David Morgan is wanted on loan, so we'll try and get him out of this club because we don't really want him in the club. Offer him out for all of his wages. So if any clubs want to make a bid for that, that'd be fine. Bursey is wanted. I'd be open to selling him because, let's face it, he wasn't that good last year. Anyone else wanted that I won't mind selling? Obviously, probably Healy Bird we'll try and loan him out, and if that fails, we'll just transfer this to him again. And if that fails, I don't know what to do. Like, we've got an offer for Bursey, 32 million, that's not too bad. Sal Guerrero is joining Bristol City. No, yeah, Bristol City on loan. Max Kane is in as a sports scientist, head of sports science. We've got offers in for someone. I don't know who that's for. I presume probably David Morgan, I think. Is it? No, I don't know. Who are they for? Yeah, David Morgan, all acceptable. I don't know who they're from. Burton, Forest Green, and Blackpool. Yeah, that's all good. That's fine. In terms of signings, I don't really know who to sign. I mean, I do most of my incomings like in July. That's when I tend to do them. Then the outgoings I usually do now. So I think I'm probably just going to come back towards like the beginning of July, where hopefully we will have sold a lot of players and maybe brought in 1 or 2 players, possibly. It is currently the 4th of July. We haven't brought in anyone as of yet, but we have made a couple of offers for 2, I think it's just 2 players, yeah. So we've offered to contract to Hossam Mustafa and Akil Hearn, both a goalkeeper and a centre back. So that's kind of we kind of need to really improve the defensive parts of the squad. I don't really see some other parts of the squad. We have got some offers for some first team players, those including Mourinho. He's got offers from RB Leipzig and Bayern Leverkusen, so he'll probably be joining. I hope he joins Leverkusen because that'd be will end up going there for 19 million, so that'd be a good price. Gora's got loan offers in for him. Then Bianchi could be on his way to either Napoli or Werder Bremen. Then we have done some permanent transfers as well. So Longoretti has joined Racing Club for 6.75 million. Barra has joined Real Betis for 11.25 million. Delgado has joined Atalanta for 19.25 million. Diambu has joined to Berlin for 9 million. Then Joe Charles Murphy, a youngster, has joined Huddersfield for 170k, potentially rising up to 425k. I don't think we did any last year. I mean, you already. I'll go through the ones we did last year as well. Minota joined Sheffield Wednesday for 5.5 million. Danube joined the XCO for 26 million. Then Bursey joined Sheffield United for 32.5 million. With all those players gone, leaves us with a whopping big transfer budget of 96 million. Last time we had a transfer budget that big was with Sheffield United. We all know what happened that season. We got relegated. No, we didn't get relegated. We got mid-table in the Championship. Then I got sacked that following season. So hopefully, we're not in the Championship this year. So hopefully we can finish mid-table if we get some good, decent players in. But our scouted players aren't very good at the moment. I mean, I don't really know who to sign. I want to try and focus on English players like this guy, Declan Lang. He's quality. He's a right back, but he is a centre back as well. So I might try and get him in. I'll make an offer in for him. Yeah. We won't do the full 22 million. We'll do £10 million up front. Then we'll do like 12 on instalments. We'll do 15. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, that's fine. I will make an offer in for him. Then I think that could be, if he comes in, that might be centre back sorted. I don't really know. We'll take a look at the squad actually. We'll take a look at the squad now. Bearing in mind we've still got players leaving. So at the moment we've got 2 goalkeepers. Then in terms of right back position, we've got Friat, who is wanted. We did turn down a bid from Chelsea, which just wasn't enough in my opinion. I think they were just offering just over 40 million, but looking at its value, I want at least 60 for him. So we've got Fryer and De Belder as the right backs. I'm training De Belder to become a right back. I mean, he is right footed, so it should be pretty simple for him. Then centre backs, at the moment, we've got Mourinho. Obviously, he could be leaving. And Jimenez. Is that it? Just those 2. Okay. Then left backs, we've got nobody. Okay, so we need 2 left backs. That's fine. Centre mids, we've got De Silva, Bierman. De Silva and Bierman. Do I see any other centre mids? No, I don't. No, I do not. Okay, so we need 2 centre mids. Then centre attacker mids, we've got Kozlowski. I don't really know who else. I don't know who else played. Right, left wingers, we've got Stainton and Betancourt. I know those 2 are left wingers. Right wingers, we've got Stewart and Axon. Then I think pretty much everyone else is a striker, because we've got Ward Walker. He's a striker. He's wanted. I think we might try and sell him. We will try and sell him. I don't care if he'll get in a grumpy. I really couldn't care less about him. He was quite terrible last year. Apart from that, obviously, Mourinho is going, Bianchi's going, Flores is going, Gorgora is going. So that does free up a lot of space in the squad. So, right, obviously we're going to get in another goalkeeper. So, 2 centre backs, 2 left backs, 2 centre mids. I don't know what sort of attacking players we need until all these players leave. So I reckon possibly a striker, maybe another right, So 2 centre backs, 2 left backs, 2 centre mids, 1 attacker mid, and possibly another striker. I think that's pretty much all we need. So I guess I'm going to come back just before our first Premier League fixture. So hopefully by that point I should have nearly, or I could have, a full 22-man squad, or 21, but there or thereabouts. Well, I am pleased to announce we have managed to assemble a full 22-man squad. We are still on the lookout for a new goalkeeper. I have found one, but it's just a bit difficult to get him a contract. He is called Journeyman. He is my chosen goalkeeper that I want to try and get down to a contract. I want to try and just make an offer for him, because last time we made an offer, his contract wasn't sort of right. He was asking for some promises which I couldn't remember what he asked for, so we'll try and go for him before the transfer window closes. But let's take a look and see who we have signed. So starting off with Akil Hearn. He is a English centre-back, 3-star current ability. Is a Leeds Championship centre-back, so he's not the worst, not the best, so it's fine. Got him from Watford for 17.5 million. Then Alfie Devine is a English centre attacking mid, shadow striker, 3.5-star current ability. Is a good Premier League player. Got him from Chelsea for £20 million, so I think that's a pretty good price for him. Then Deacon Lang is a English centre-back, 5'11", but it's fine. All the best centre-backs are small ones. Let's take a look at Lisandro Martinez. He's like 5'8", isn't he? Or he's definitely under 6 foot, but he's an okay centre-back. 3.5-star current ability, decent Premier League player. Got him from Fulham for £25 million. Then Ryan McArdle, he is a English centre mid. 3.5-star current ability, is a good Premier League player. Then we got him from Werder Bremen for £25 million. Then next up, Stefan Carpenu, or just call him Stefan for now. He is a 19-year-old Romanian centre mid. 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Well, 4.5, but it's close enough to 5. He's currently a good EFL Championship player, but has the potential to be a Premier League player. Got it from, you got a clue how, what, Universitatea Craiova, I think. Craiova University. Got bought for 3.4 million, so it's quite cheap. Definitely we think we can make a profit. Then Michael Bosler is a German left back. 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's a good Premier League player. We got him from Hamburg for the fee of £14 million. Then Araldo Nazif is a Brazilian striker. A lot of pace about him. I think I'm quite pleased with that. We do have 3 strikers in the squad, but he is my first choice. Ward Walker, interestingly, is second best, with João Pedro third. That is very interesting. Good Premier League player. Got him from Tottenham for £25 million. Hasn't scored a single goal for Tottenham in the past 2 seasons. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? Oh, I wish I checked that before. And then Sepequinho Redmond is a Dutch left winger, 3-star current ability, 3-star potential. Is a decent Premier League player. Got him from Feyenoord for £16.5 million. He's 29, Yet he's only had 4 seasons in this game. That's a bit stupid, that. What happened to the season 22-23? Hang on, what the hell? What the hell's going on here? 21-22, then it skips all the way to 33-34. What did he have? Like a 12-year vacation? Did he have a 12-year break from football? I don't get that at all. Completely don't get that. But he's in replace of Eurometrical, who has joined Aston Villa for 30 million, wanted to leave for Champions League football. Are Aston Villa actually in the Champions League? I presume they are, otherwise he wouldn't have joined them. Then Dario Rodriguez is a Uruguayan centre-back, unknown from West Ham this year. 5-star potential, is already performing at Championship standard, potentially Premier League. Yeah, unknown from West Ham. Previously had loan spells with Rotherham and Celtic, so he's on loan for this season. Then last but not least, Diego Sapaldini is a Portuguese left back. 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Again, decent Premier League player. Got him from Marseille for 16.5 million. And that, my friends, is this transfer special complete. It's the first full transfer special I've done in what seems absolute ages. I don't even know when the last full transfer special was. I think it must have been Sheffield United. We've still got a lot of money left. I still want to get in a goalkeeper. We'll try and get one in before the end of the transfer deadline day. We've still got a couple of weeks left of the transfer window, but I think that's come to an end. So I will see you all tomorrow, where we will play our very first Premier League games of this season, which will be against Norwich and Crystal Palace. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.